Fighting out of Ultimate Athletics, please welcome Dustin.
Back here in the League Championship stage fighting. I'm Bradley the Rainbow Acid. Sitting beside me is Dave Mansell. He's filling in for a Hebrew hero who couldn't make it in today. First fight of the night. Nice takedown the tip, a little takedown the fence. Nice. Good finish, ready to shoot that leg up, a good finish, get him to side control. Chase needs to let go of that guillotine. It's not helping him all now. Exactly, let it go and try to get back to guard and work his way back up. Nice step over to a mount. Find out how much Chase's ground game's got before he's going to escape this mount position. Exactly. Now, I know he trains over at Rick Davis. I mean, Rick Davis is a big Muay Thai guy, so we'll see what kind of ground game he's got coming from that gym. Still hanging on that guillotine, it's not letting it all. They definitely need to release and probably get the hips off of him and try to get that guy back off his back. Very unlikely to finish that guillotine in this position. And he's wearing his arms out in the process. Oh yeah, that next round his arms are going to feel like 20,000 pounds. I know the feeling. You know, this is his first fight, so maybe his nerves and he's just holding on, thinking that he's protecting himself by doing that.
It feels safer trying to let it go like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's scary to have a man sitting on top of him. Way to work his way back up against the cage.
Oh,
wow.
Good hustle.
good little scramble gut and get against the cage. And that's what I love about MMA in this cage is it could be your best friend or your worst nightmare.
It wasn't pretty, but he got out of a bad spot. We'll see what kind of ground game Dustin's got now.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's not always the prettiest thing that works. Now, if I was Chase here, I would try to use my forearm and try to get postured up so I can land some blows from this position because laying on top's not really doing anything.
No, he's not setting up the pass and he's not striking, so it's just not going to Exactly. He's down by a takedown already.
I won't be surprised if the ref goes and stands this up for a short lead. So now there's not much action going on. I mean, it's a good position, but Dustin beating him on his back in his corner. He gets some, directive. There's the 10-second.
It's a matter of if you take down weight more heavily with the refs than the reversal usually it does.
Yeah, and then also, I would go ahead and give that round to Dustin for the simple fact, like you said, he's got the takedown, but he transitioned from side mount to mount and controlled that position for a good period of the round.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, seeing how you were a coach, what would you instruct your fighter here after that round?
If his plan is to keep it on the feet, he's got to do a better job of controlling the distance. He allowed him to close that gap and take him right down. And if you're a striker, you've got to do a better job of staying where you want to be.
Exactly. Not a very exciting first round, but I mean, again, it is debut fighters, and they probably had a little bit of nerves. And
oh, the adrenaline dump right now is going to be ridiculous. They're both spent. They can probably go forever in the gym, and right now they don't understand why they can't breathe.
Exactly. I remember my first fight for Elite was actually for Elite. Luckily, I finished in the first round, but afterwards, when I walked out of the cage, I had to sit down for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I could just feel my legs and my arms again. You know, my best advice to anybody that's fighting is if you can control your nerves, that's the first step to success.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You have to control yourself before you can control the opponent.
Exactly.
Got a few technical difficulties.
It sounds like a fire alarm's going off. Some sort of alarm is going on. Now this is good for these guys, getting a little rested, a little extra time to talk in the corner. We're going to start the second round here.
Round 2.
Now we got a southpaw and a right-hander, and whenever I fight a southpaw, my right hand is my best friend. Yeah. Because your jab's been nullified because you're both leading with the same fist. Again, overcommits with a punch, and gets taken right back down.
Yeah, the kid's got a nice takedown. He dropped his elevation, well shot deep, great penetration step. I don't know nothing about the kid. I don't know if he wrestling.
That was a beautiful double leg. I mean, he timed it just perfectly for the guy to step in with his punch. And I mean, if I know that I'm training for a fighter that likes to stand, that's what I work on, is timing those punches. We don't know much about these guys, but I would say Dustin is a wrestler, just the way he's putting his body weight around and everything.
Oh my God.
He actually got the guy down in his corner, another great position to be in if he was out on top.
Chase, he's got nice flexibility, he just doesn't seem to know what to do. He's able to get his knee in and doesn't know what to do from there.
Exactly, I mean, there you go, now he's working also a half guard finally. He still needs to release that head.
Yeah, that head's not doing it good again. It's just a comfort thing. He needs to have the underhook on this side and get it on his left hand.
Definitely working, trying to get a sweep, back to guard. He was trying to get him off his back because you can't win fights on the back. No. Definitely, he could definitely sit that left knee right in. Definitely sit that left knee right in, and it looks like he could definitely mount position. make sure he gets wide open.
Yeah, he just needs to shift his hip and go.
Looked like Chase was trying to get a little butterfly guard in there, but now it's back over. Chase has the guard there if he goes ahead. Switch that left knee has
Plenty of room.
All you need is a small little bit of space in jiu-jitsu.
Get himself pinned into the cage. Oh, there he goes. That's nice. Move his up top.
And again, back onto that head.
In the cage, yeah. It's so hard to explain to him to understand that feels like the right thing to do, and it's just costing him the round.
Exactly. I mean, again, it is. It's a comfort thing. When you're on your back and someone's trying to hit you, it can be a scary situation. Now, in your personal opinion, what base do you think is the best base to have whenever you get a new fighter? If you could pick any base or background for them to have, what would you usually like to pick?
I'm biased because I run a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school, but really any base. But go to a place where they train it well. I would say Jiu-Jitsu, but honestly, if you start in wrestling, that's great. If you start as a boxer, that's fine. But train somewhere that does quality boxing. I'm not a big fan of the one-and-all MMA gyms where they have one coach teaching 4 disciplines. Maybe it works at American Top Team, but they bring in the world's best black belts, and they bring in world-class judo players. I don't think it's so important what base you choose as it is finding the right coach to teach that base.
That is exactly, I mean, me being biased, then on the other end, I'm a wrestler, and my whole motto has been, you can teach a wrestler to box, but it's hard to teach a boxer to wrestle.
Oh, absolutely. The wrestlers have the advantage on the mindset, the conditioning, the weight cutting. There's so many good things that come from wrestling, just from a mental aspect of fighting, that really can't be taught. I mean,
the only thing when I first started in jiu-jitsu was the fear of being on my back. But then once I realized it's okay to be on your back in jiu-jitsu, it slowly went away.
Absolutely.
Now, if you were asking me right now, I say it's 20-18 in favor of Dustin.
Oh, yeah, I'd scored exactly the same. Both guys with their hands down.
Again, they got a double leg. Good attempt at the sprawl, but just couldn't get his hips back far enough. Now, Chase is doing a good job of keeping his outside foot outside of Dustin's there on his feet, but it doesn't matter how well you can keep it there if you can't stay standing. Again, now he's got looks like he's back over his back. He doesn't really have anything. He's just holding on.
Yeah, that's just tired. That's all it is. He's a strong kid. Obviously, he's doing it. Yeah, he's going to come out. Turn his head. Yep. He just looks the other way. His head will pop out.
Nice body shots though. Hammer fist. I mean, Chase is trying, but again, now he's back onto that head, holding on.
Yeah, Dustin needs to intercept the head, come under this way.
Yep, stepping right over that arm.
Yeah.
Now he needs to answer the phone and start landing punches.
He's starting to tie him up little by little. He's overcommitting here over the top. He can get bumped off. There he goes. Got a little too high with it.
Back to the takedown though. Great shot.
He's stealing these rounds with the takedowns big time.
And it's very demoralizing as a fighter if you can't stop a takedown. It mentally breaks you in a fight.
Yeah, and especially a guy coming out of a Muay Thai school who thought this was going to be a stand-up match or would like to have it that way, and it's been very little stand-up.
Very little, exactly. It's maybe been, I think, a total of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Long enough for him to walk to the center of the cage. I mean, again, this isn't your very most exciting fight, but it is a fight that's been controlled by Dustin this whole time.
He's been very effective. Great first debut for him. Great first fight. Way to get this out, get the jitters out. I mean, if he goes ahead and finishes this round as it's gone so far, perfect for him.
Exactly. I mean, it's good. I mean, I know my first fight was a minute and 24 seconds. Then my second fight was my first 9-minute fight, and I'd rather have my first fight be 9 minutes and get that over with.
And it's a great learning experience for Chase as well. He's going to go home knowing that he's got to do more with the ground game.
Exactly.
Getting his guard passed once again, fighting to recover.
Now back up on his feet. I suspect there's going to be a takedown here shortly. Chase looks really tired.
Yeah.
Sucking wind, very flat-footed. Oh! That was
knee to the head. Knee to the head.
That was incidental.
Yeah.
That was definitely accidental.
That was totally accidental, just a timing issue. we see in high school wrestling, two guys shoot simultaneously, bump heads, similar thing here.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to do
Yeah, funny story that I used to do AAU wrestling, and me and this guy at a Parkland tournament, we shot in at the same time, and we hit head-to-head. He stood up, I fell flat face. So that was my first ever experience of being unconscious.
The rest of the time to recover.
Oh yeah, I think it's 5 minutes for the incidental knee to the face. It was a pretty knee though.
Yeah.
Accidental or not.
He needs to hang on to that for the pro division. That'll be wonderful.
Exactly. That's how you can defend against a guy that does those 4-ounce shots. Hit him with the knee.
Accidental knee to the face warrants a referee stoppage. Fighter has up until 5 minutes before he can
He's a warrior, man. He's going to keep on going.
Definitely.
Here we go. Time in.
See if that did anything to him, slowed him down any. Straight back to the takedown. This Chaser needs to get his hips back because when he pulls his knees in trying to land punches, this is what happens.
Yeah, it's happened repeatedly. It's going to be the deciding factor in the fight, even if nothing else was. You can't count on the judges being extremely educated, but they know who's on top.
Definitely. I fought Bobby Shaner, and even though I was on my back the whole fight, I was always moving and putting him in danger with submission. But I ended up losing a split decision. One judge gave me the fight 30-27, but the other two scored it 29-28.
Right.
And with that judging, that big difference in judging, I just don't see how judges can definitely understand the whole concept of the full MMA in the game. But again, it's very young in North Carolina, and everyone's still learning.
Yeah. Beautiful show of respect as the coaches bow to each other, the fighters touch hands. Great job by both guys. Great debut for each of them to come out, no injuries, nobody got hurt. Get this first fight out of the way. Concentrate on what you need to work on.
Your winner out of the red corner, Dustin Potter.
Hey, congratulations on your first win. This is your debut fight. How excited you are to get that first victory?
Pretty excited, just had to stick with my wrestling.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you dominated this fight with takedowns. Are you a former wrestler?
Yeah, I wrestled in college and boxed in college, so.
All right, well, what's your plans for your next fight? When can we look to see you again back in here?
I think September 24th in Charlotte.
All right, well, congratulations on your first victory.
Another round of applause.